Merry Christmas Eve. I'm Teresa Crawley at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. Today I'm going to be showing you a pre-owned Thor Tiburon. This is the TT floor plan. That entails basically a sleeping for four. We've got a fold-up bed in the back here that can be used as a sofa situation as well. We'll get into the nitty-gritty, but this Thor Tiburon is pre-owned, built on the Mercedes chassis. So we have the V6 diesel engine, turbo, 188 horsepower. So super great coach to drive, very smooth, has a really good amount of giddy up, if you will, and gets pretty good gas mileage for an RV. We're talking 16 to 20 miles per gallon, depending on what you're carrying or towing. We do have the ability to tow up to 5,000 pounds here. So if you wanted to bring a boat or a little Jeep, anything that you desire that's under 5,000 pounds, you can bring it along for the fun on the road. We do have some extra sleeping here as well that I'll show you over the driver. Right now I'm just going to have you take a quick look around. This coach is only just under 25 feet long, so they've packed a lot into a really small space. The previous owners of this coach only put less than 7,000 miles on it, so it is in excellent condition. We do have stabilizers built in and all kinds of extra little amenities that we'll get to, but wanted you to just see the overall of the coach. You may have noticed in the very front of the coach, we of course are going to go over the cab, but up here we have these really nice plush seats. They do both turn around, so you can put this little table here and have a little sandwich or just side of the road place to sit, as well as you can have more people at this booth. This booth does collapse and can make into a bed. There's a little bit of storage, but not really anything that's very accessible, so we're going to kind of skip over that. You might notice that we have these black pieces here and this brown strip here. Now that was a footrest. The previous owner decided that they didn't need it, so they just patched it up. But if you decide you do want the footrest, they are still included in a closet here, and I'll show you that in just a moment as well. So easily, comfortably, we can sit at least two people, if not three. This is actually a pretty long booth. Another thing that you might not see is back here we have the ability to attach a car seat. So we have the latch system down here so you can hook a child in really safely. That's what that is for. We do have some cup holders here and a phone charger here that you can just set your phone right on and it'll charge right there. And then we have lights under here, some surround sound speakers, and lots of storage up here. So those metallic looking things are going to of course block the sun in the front area. We do have roller shades throughout this coach as well. Trying to show you everything while I talk about it, but this is your manual bag, so this is again more storage. This does have a nice felt carpet thing in it so that you can put stuff up there and it won't rattle around as much. These windows do open out, and that way you can have them open for cross breeze when it's raining. And then we have these really nice roller blackout shades throughout the coach. So we have these in the kitchen, in the bedroom, and then of course again in the front area we do have the darkening shades, which you have to kind of put in manually because they don't have rollers up there. It would be too distracting for drivers. But those are included right here. So we have those included. Back behind me you'll see there is another sleeping area. I'm going to show you how that works. Oops. There we go. So up here you'll see we have a really nice sun/moon roof. There is a button here that you just put that down with. I think it's wanting me to have the ignition on to do that. Let's see. There we go. I was just pushing the button the wrong way. Sorry about that. So anyway, that can be darkened for nighttime or just for some privacy, but I have to tell you, when you're driving in this cab area and you have that open, it really makes it feel open, a lot less claustrophobic, and it's a really Really nice feeling to have that up there and be enjoying the lights and the scenery as you're going down the road. Up here, this is going to be a bed. It's pretty easy to deploy. You just kind of pull it down like this, and it's got some structure in here so it will support the weight of a person. And it's a pretty good amount of space. It's not an exact, like you can't buy sheets that are that size because it's rounded for the aerodynamic cap, but there is plenty of room for, I would say even 2 kids could sleep up there, or maybe 1 or 2 adults. There's a ladder also included that hooks on right here that's in the closet that we'll get to in a minute. And then when you don't want to use it, you just put it right back up. This can also be used as storage if you're not someone that's going to have travelers coming with you. Leave this piece at home and you can use that for whatever it is that you want to put up there. Really nice amount of space there. So you've got options. Over here we have a TV that can be used for either the booth area or for the sleeper up here. So that's what that one's for. And then we have a really nice control panel right here at the door. So you have the ability to slide in, slide out your slides, and you have an awning outside that you can handle there. This is probably the best thing having right at the door, is the ability to turn your lights all on or off right there. And then of course your thermostat's going to be here, furnace, air conditioning, etc. And then you have some exhaust fans in here as well. You can check your batteries, turn on your generator here. So that's really handy. This here is CD or DVD player, and that's going to be connected to this TV right here. Then we'll move into the kitchen area. These are really nice looking cabinets. Really great hinge system here. They're sturdy. They're not going to fall off. And then we have these really deep cabinets here. So lots of room here. Here's your sink, so you've got plenty of room to wash some deeper, larger things, and also a sprayer that can detach there. Or you can just put it out of your way if you're not going to use it. Under here, good amount of storage actually. Lots of room for a trash can and all of your cleaning supplies. We already looked at that, but just so you know, this is over your stovetop. This is here so it keeps this area clean, but also doesn't melt or burn any of the wood that's up here. So that's why this piece of glass is here. A lot of people ask me that. And then here we have your propane burners, 2 burners with the included splash guard. Oops. Oh, sorry. There we go. Down here we have your convection microwave oven. So you can actually bake in there. It'll crisp up a pizza or cookies. And more storage down here. Above the refrigerator freezer, we do have some components for that convection microwave, but also more storage up here. Also a place that you could hook in a cable box or something like that. And this coach did come included with a Wi-Fi booster. Over here we have your refrigerator freezer. Everything you can need to go camping or hang out with your family on a cross-country trip. This really is well equipped. Right here we have a closet for you. It is full of stuff right now. These are those footrests that I was telling you about that could be attached to the booth that the previous owner decided they didn't need, but they included everything for you and wrapped it up really nicely to make sure you knew where it was. We also have that ladder that I was telling you about that goes to that front bunk. But if you take all this stuff out, you do have a really nice hanging closet and some shelves back there. And then we have 3 really nice full extension drawers. You can see they have a pretty good depth to them. And then we're in the master bedroom. This is a compact coach, so they, like I said, they packed everything they could in here, but this is going to be a queen size bed, really nice cushy mattress here. And then above, we obviously have some storage, which I'm going to show you. And that lights up when you open that, which is really handy. So there's that storage. And then under here, we have reading lights on either side here. Oops. We do have a window that opens for cross breeze and a window back there as well. So really well equipped. And then we have a nice flat screen TV directly across so I can watch TV while I'm laying in bed. And then when it's not time for sleeping, you simply lift this up and then you have a nice little cushion here so you can do some more hanging out, watching TV. And then this is really simple. Just hook it up here and it'll stay in place. You do have some USB outlets here as well as 110s. And then kind of tucked away down here, we have 3 drawers. So I'll just open the middle one. They're all exactly the same, but there is a little bit more storage underneath the bed. I'm going to move into the bathroom area now. And this is a 1-person bathroom, so my cameraman and I are going to have to come in at separate times to show it to you. But we have a really great shower in here with a retractable screen. Some really fancy crystal knobs on here that kind of give it some character. And then toilet, medicine cabinet, and space down here for storage. Now I'm going to step out and let Jody in here so he can give you a better view of all that. This coach does come equipped with a tankless water heater. And for those of you who've had campers before, you know how frustrating it is to have a really small water tank. So a 6 or 10 gallon water tank, then you have to wait for it to heat up again for the next person to be able to take a shower. This one is tankless, so as much water as you have, it can be hot. Really, really nice, especially if you have several people coming with you. And even better if you're plugged in an RV camp and have the accessibility of that water system already set up. I'm going to step into the cab area now, and we'll just see a little bit of what's going on up there. And then I can bring in the slide and show you what this looks like all closed up. And we can check out the outside storage. So we do have a push button start. And that's as loud as this Mercedes is going to get. These drive so nice. They handle really well. It's almost like driving a newer model SUV or something like that. It is intimidating that you have a box on the back, but once you try it and get used to it, you'll see that this is really no problem at all. Up here on this big beautiful screen, we have the ability to do Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, radio, Sirius XM. We also have access to your backup camera, which is what you're seeing right now. And then when you turn on your signals, you'll be able to see your side views. Excuse me. So again, here we are at 69.77 for mileage here. Really well taken care of coach. We do have controls over here for cruise control, as well as you can look at different things on your excuse me, on your screen up here. And then we have power windows, power mirrors, powered seats, power locks. The other things that I wanted you to see up here is that we have cup holders everywhere. So you've got a couple here, one in the door, one in that door, a couple more over there. They're just everywhere. And then in this middle compartment, you actually have a place to charge phones or devices. So you've got a plug in here, and you can put that phone in there and it won't slip around. So very comfortable cab up here. I'm going to turn that ignition back on and we'll put the slide in. Then we can look at the outside storage, and you'll see the really nice full body paint on this coach. That's going to stand the test of time, even if you have to park it outside. So let's do that on this control panel right here. So easy. Just looking around, I see this is such a nice color palette, bright, makes it look more open. It doesn't feel cavernous like some of the darker coaches can look really small and claustrophobic almost. This just has a really nice, light, modern feel to it. All right, so the slide is completely in, and I want you to see that I can still get to the kitchen area. I can use the microwave. I can open the refrigerator, grab a drink. I can even get to this back bathroom. Now, I can't take a nap on the bed because obviously it's folded in half, but again, there's a lot of accessibility here. This is tight, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I can still get to it. And I think I can turn off the ignition and we can go check out the outside now. All right, one more thing before we leave. Right here at the door, we have a 100-watt solar panel on the top here, and this is the controller for that. You also have the ability to turn on and off your step. So if you're opening the door and closing it a lot, that step is going to go in and out, but you can lock it out so that that doesn't happen, doesn't wear it out, or you don't have to wait for it to come out every time. Your main battery disconnect is right here, so you can turn on or off the house batteries right here. And then right here, this is really important. We have stabilizers, or levelers rather, on this coach, and they're automatic. You're going to push on, and then auto. Retract will go right there. But what that's going to do is stop you from rocking if it's windy or if you're walking around in here. It's also going to make your coach flat and level, which feels a lot more comfortable than being sideways when you're in a campground. And this is that gorgeous full body paint I was telling you about. It looks great. It stands the test of time versus, I'm sure you've seen white RVs with They're basically stickers. We call them decals, but stickers on the side. Over time, those are going to crack and fade and just look really crummy. This is going to look like this in 10 years. So I love that they added the full body paint. So we'll start going around and seeing the storage. Each of these little storage bays has a light. These hard ones are nice because you can rinse them out and get them really clean. Going around the back of the coach, they did include a ladder, which is kind of becoming a rarity nowadays, but that way you can get up on the roof and clear any debris, check your solar panels, check your air conditioner, things like that, to make sure everything's doing what it should be, your roof is sealed correctly, things like that. And then right here we have that 5,000-pound towing receiver. All right. A little bit more storage here, but this is actually going to be your water bay also. They've made it winterizing for dummies and dumping for dummies right here, so you can know exactly where do my knobs need to go. You don't have to remember that. You'll just see the guide there to know how to get all those things done really easily. You also have an outdoor shower. If you need to hose off your dog, hose off your spouse, whatever it is. And right here, this is something I'd actually never seen before. I believe that the previous owner put these little padlocks on here. So there's two of these, one on this bay and one on this bay right here, to keep people from being able to get to maybe some of your more expensive stuff. And we'll give you that code when you purchase the coach. We won't keep you locked out. This is your 30 amp cord. So that's gonna plug in right here. And that's if you're at an RV park or a place that you can plug in, that's going to give power to the coach. You don't have to use a generator or use up your batteries if you've got that going on. Down here, we've got an Onan quiet propane generator. Oops, there we go. And then here's that other bay I was telling you about that has the lock on it. So put your more precious things in that bay, and then this is going to just lock, and then you can change the combination so that it's safe. Down here we have yet another one of those good sized bays. And then here we have your propane tank. The other thing that I wanted to point out is that on this slide out, the slide out is in right now, but you can see what looks like an awning. That's actually a slide topper. That's going to keep debris, rain, snow, etc. from going into your coach when you pull the slide in. So really, that's a really nice upgraded feature that I am so glad that some higher end coaches will put on there. I think that's about it for this Thor Tiburon. This is a 2022 pre-owned. It's a great price, and it's a great little coach to tour the country, like I said. If you have any interest in this or any of our other coaches, please reach out to me, ask for me by name. I'm Teresa Crawley, Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado, and I hope you have a wonderful Christmas with your family.